Patuloy na pong nakaisa ang PTV sa pagdiriwang ng National Bureau of Investigation ng kanilang 85th founding anniversary at para alamin ang mga dapat asahan sa pagdiriwang na ito, makakausap po natin mula sa NBI Forensic Investigation Service at kasalukuyang tagapagsalita ng ahensya na si Deputy Director Ferdinand Lavin. Magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Magandang umaga rin po, Asek Rocky.
Kumusta na po yung NBI sa kasalukuyan? Hello?
Good morning.
Opo, good morning po.
Morning, Asek Rocky.
Opo, naririnig niyo po ba ako? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear.
Opo. Attorney, kumusta na po ang NBI sa kasalukuyan ngayon?
Unang-una, on behalf of Director Eric Distor and the men and women of the NBI, nagpapasalamat kami sa PTV4 dito sa ibinigay ninyong espasyo at oras sa NBI as the NBI celebrates its 85th founding anniversary. Ngayon po ay on November 13 of this year, ang NBI will be turning 85 years. No? Ang NBI, para sa kaalaman ng ating tagapanood at tagapakinig, was first established on November 13, 1936. Ito ay dating Department of Investigation. Ang unang agents nito ay 45 lamang out of the more than 3,000 that applied for positions of agents. 35 lamang po ang binigyan ng appointment. At ang aming support staff noon ay doctors, no? We have chemists, photographers, ang aming stenographers at ballisticians. Ito po yung unang NBI. As time went on, ang NBI po ay nagiging Bureau of Investigation, especially during the Japanese occupation. And on June 19, 1947, Republic Act 157 was enacted, establishing what is now known as the National Bureau of Investigation. At June 23, 2016, ang Republic Act 10867 was enacted into modernizing the NBI, the present NBI. So meron na po kaming tinatawag na modernization law.
Opo. Director, tama po ba nalilipat na yung NBI sa bagong building ninyo sa Quezon City? Kasi po naging landmark na po yung opisina ninyo sa Maynila. So ano po mangyayari sa building na yon?
Tama po yun. Ang NBI sa kasalukuyan, ang main offices ng NBI ay narito sa Quezon City at Vitek Tower at the corner of Araneta Avenue and Maria Clara Street. No? Pansamantala lamang ito, temporary lamang ito dahil we were already advised by the City Engineering Office of the LGU Manila as well as the DPWH that the building we have been occupying for almost 50 years at Taft Avenue, ito yung landmark building ng NBI, is no longer fit for occupancy. Ang series of earthquakes that hit Metro Manila has weakened the structural integrity of the building, and for the safety of not only the employees of NBI but especially its clients, we have to temporarily leave that building, and hopefully Congress will favor us with the funding in maybe 5 years' time. We will go back to Taft Avenue with a new edifice or new building.
Opo. Director, bukod dito sa building, mahalaga rin po talaga makasabay yung mga equipment at pasilidad ng NBI sa mga nagbabagong panahon. Ano po, lalo't nag-evolve din yung mga krimen sa ngayon. Paano po kayo nakikisabay sa pagbabagong ito?
Tama po yun. Ang aming butihing Director Eric Distor, ay aggressive on the modernization of the NBI. Binigyan kami ng batas at ang gagawin ng NBI ay isa katuparan itong modernization namin. ang modernization ng NBI ay hindi lamang in terms of the modern equipments, yung aming, kundi kasama na rin dito yung aming systems and procedures. At kasama rin po dito yung professionalization ng aming organization. May reorganization dito. Ang NBI, kahit na sabihin nating matagal na itong 85 years na, ay patuloy kaming nag-evolve, no? Ayon sa pag-evolve na rin ng krimen, especially in the area of computerization, in the area of cybercrime.
Opo, Director, I'm sure nakaapekto rin po itong pandemya sa paraan ng paghawak at pag-imbestiga ninyo ng mga kaso. Ano po? Pero paano po kayo nag-cope with dito? Ano pong mga measures ang na-implement ng NBI?
As with the other offices and with the other governments, ito yung biggest challenge. Lalo na itong panahon ni Director Eric Nistor, no? Barely 2 weeks into office, andito na kaagad itong pandemic around the middle of March 2020. Ngunit ang NBI ay tumugon dito head-on. The Director made sure that all the senior officials of the NBI will have to report to office every day. No let up. Wala kami ditong holiday at patuloy ang NBI na tumugon dito. Prinotektahan namin yung aming employees, yung aming clients, ang aming doctors, ang aming medical legal officers, ang aming other health workers, ay tumugon din dito ang aming agents, especially the agents in the field at our employees, tumugon din dito, no? In terms of operation, ang NBI ay nagkaroon ng various operations, and in the first quarter of the pandemic, between March and June of 2020, the NBI was able to seize approximately estimated value of mga 50 million. Itong mga fake, itong mga substandard na mga equipments para sa COVID.
Opo. Pero Director, sa ngayon po ba ay gaano katalamak, kalawak yung mga kasong hinahawakan ng NBI na may kaugnayan po naman dito sa cybercrimes? Ayon nga po kasi sa datos ay talagang napalala po ng pandemya ilang cybercrimes gaya po ng online sexual exploitation at iba pa.
Yes, we experienced a surge of itong mga online sexual exploitation cases in the almost 2 years, especially during the pandemic, mainly because people stayed at home at yung mga keyboard warriors natin, no? Took advantage of the situation. Others were out of the job, and so they resorted to this. At during the pandemic, ang NBI is no exception also to itong casualties of the pandemic, no? We have also our share of the agents and our employees na medyo pumanaw na during the time of the pandemic. And as a matter of fact, the director will be unveiling a marker in honor of those who died during the pandemic due to the COVID.
Opo. Director, bilang ngayong nga po ay founding anniversary ng NBI, sa mga nakalipas sa panahon, ano pong mga significant cases ang inyo pong nahawakan so far?
We were practically on top of itong mga significant big cases, so to speak, no? Recently, we're still investigating the Bri Hunson case. We investigated yung Hulu-Sulu bombing. We investigated the Hulu-Sulu incident involving PNP and the military. We investigated the PNP-PDEA incident along Commonwealth Avenue. Marami pa po ang aming regional offices They also investigated the death of a Spaniard in Caraga region. Ang PhilHealth cases, marami din kaming na-file dito. So in the area of corruption, nandyan ang NBI. In the area of terrorism, nariyan din ang NBI. In the area of human trafficking especially. As a matter of fact, ang DOJ report is that tumaas na yung ating kalagayan, no, in terms of the leveling, yung tier 1, 2, or 3.
Opo.
We have contributed so much. May mga convictions. Ang aming digital forensic was able to secure conviction doon sa ating mga terrorists. Maraming cases ang inimbestigahan ng NBI. At during the pandemic, we were very much into investigation of itong mga online scams. Marami dito ang aming cybercrime agents, ang aming computer crime division, ay halos ito na lang ang ginawa. Fake news and the rest.
Opo. Pagdating naman po sa mga serbisyo ng NBI, halimbawa po sa pagkuha ng clearance, ano po, may mga pagbabago po ba kayong ipinatupad dito para po masigurong ligtas, pero efficient pa rin po yung proseso, Director?
Thank you, Asik Rocky. No? It's good to tell the public that the NBI is keeping up with the changing times. Alinsunod na rin sa kagustuhan ng ating presidente to simplify matters, especially in the issuance of clearances, permits, or licenses. Ang NBI ngayon is isa na lang yung aming clearance, no? Multi-purpose clearance na tinatawag natin. Hindi kagaya dati, meron tayong tinatawag travel abroad, local employment, para permit ng PTC. Ngayon, isa na lang po. At alinsunod sa kung anong umiiral na IATF protocol or restrictions in the area, ang application ngayon ay maaari ng online. Ang payment ay online na rin. Kung ito ay renewal, maaari na itong i-renew online. Ngunit kung ito ay first-time clearance applicant, kailangan pang pumunta sa pinakamalapit, no, na NBI Clearance Center. We have more than 300 already, including our regional district and itong satellite offices to cater to the needs of our clearance applicants. Ito ay aggressively increasing at ito ang gusto ni Director Distor na kailangan ang NBI ay malapit sa tao, lalo na itong clearance applications. Ang pagkuha ng NBI clearance, may choice na rin sa website ng NBI ang ating clearance applicant kung gusto nila itong ipa-deliver. At wala ditong monopoly ang isang courier system. No? May mga choices dito kung anong gusto mong courier or delivery system ang gusto mong mag-deliver ng clearance mo or gusto mong i-pick up ito sa pinakamalapit na NBI Clearance Center.
Opo, Director, pero kumusta naman po yung kalusugan ng ating mga agents at personnel ng NBI sa ngayon? Meron din po bang mga tauhan sa inyo na talagang naapektuhan itong COVID-19, Director?
Yes, meron at itong your humble this humble representation ay kahit ako ay na-COVID ako 2 beses last year, no? July and August, nung wala pang vaccine. We have our share of deaths. No? Meron kaming mga agents din, employees, and other officials na succumb to COVID, namatay. At patuloy na nakikipag-ugnayan kami sa DOH at ibang COVID facilities upang ang aming mga employees, ang aming agents kung magkaroon ng COVID ay madali ang ma-refer natin. Director Distor would like to thank the regional directors as well as the agents in charge. Considering na on their own initiative, nagkaroon na rin pati yung aming regional and district offices ng vaccination. Nagkaroon kami ng vaccination at the NCR or Metro Manila courtesy of the City of Manila and the MMDA, and the director would like to thank the City of Manila and the MMDA per cases to DOH involving our officials, no, for isolation and quarantine. At pati yung aming PDL, they will be vaccinated. We have already started vaccination dun sa aming persons deprived of liberty, yung mga nakakulong. Sa NBI, nagkaroon na kami ng vaccination sa flu at pneumonia.
Opo. Attorney, may tanong lang po sa inyo si Evelyn Quiroz ng Filipino Mirror. The Department of Justice made public a copy of the Memorandum of Agreement signed by the Philippine National Police and the National Bureau of Investigation to operationalize probes of incidents of police abuses and anti-drug operations. Why is there a need for such a memorandum?
Yes, thank you for that question. Last week, we met with the Secretary, Director de Store, and 3 other assistant directors, and the top officials of the PNP, no, led by Chief PNP General Eliazar, and no less than the Secretary himself and Undersecretary Sugay of the Department of Justice, to operationalize things regarding collaboration and cooperation in the matter of the investigation of 52 cases referred by the DOJ to the NBI for case build-up. Ito yung cases dito sa EJK, at na-file na ito ng PNP sa DOJ, ngunit DOJ reviewed it, meron silang review panel, and they thought that it would be best if this is reviewed and magkaroon ng case build-up ang NBI. Dito nag-usap ang NBI at PNP na the PNP will make available the records of the cases, at the NBI on its part has already created teams. So meron kaming mga kaso kung saan-saan ito, no? This is across the country. Mindanao, marami dito sa NCR area, meron din dito sa Southern Tagalog area, Laguna and Quezon. So ang tingin namin dito, kung saan ito iimbestigahan, yung region na nakakasakop, ito mag-iimbestiga for expediency at familiarity of the area. Ngunit meron kaming ginawa, Director Distor and Deputy Director Antonio Pagatpat, yung nakaka-cover ng aming Regional Operation Services, meron ginawang teams that will lead the regional offices concerned, that will supervise the regional offices concerned, including the district offices of the NBI. So, gumugulong na ito, umiikot na ito. We started with 52 cases referred by the DOJ.
Opo. Director, kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong panahon at pagsama sa amin ngayong araw. NBI spokesperson, Deputy Director Ferdinand Lavin. Again, happy 85th founding anniversary po si NBI. Mabuhay po kayo.
Maraming salamat po.